All right, go for it. That looks good to me. Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. This is us being us and doing a thing. Oh my God, what's happening in here?
All right.
Hello and welcome to the SlapDuck podcast. My name is Luka and with me, as always, is
Keanu Reeves.
and
that one guy in the boat from Link's Awakening.
Yay!
Yay!
But actually, I'm George Gessie, and that's... Who are you again?
I'm Sully.
Oh.
The guy who is in the boat from Link's Awakening.
Oh, yeah!
Give me my paycheck, Nintendo.
Or
Life of Pi.
you're the guy from
The Life of Pi.
and the Uncharted series.
Sully?
Sully, yeah.
Or the guy from the Avatar series.
Sully.
Yeah.
Sule.
Oh,
Jake Sully.
Jake
Or-
Sule.
that guy from Naruto.
Really? That's the guy from Naruto?
Yeah, he's called Sasuke Sully.
All right, well, enough.
Right,
of the
sorry.
narration. Really sorry.
Okay. Do you want to tell the people where they can find us, Luca?
No.
Do you want me to tell them where they can find Do you want me to tell them where they can find us, Luca?
Go for it.
Yeah, you can find us on iTunes, Acast, Spotify, SoundCloud, Stitcher Radio, anywhere that pulls podcasts from those places, and more importantly, you can find us at 6 p.m.
Oh!
on
new
a Tuesday
time.
GMT
New
on
time.
RadioHaver.com.
Radio.
Make sure you make your best of your ability to go check us out there because it's cool there.
It is pretty cool.
It's
I'm not going to lie.
It's radio.
lit.
Why would I lie about that? Don't challenge me.
I've never lied in my life.
Don't challenge me about it.
You listen to it a lot, don't you, George?
That car went fast.
I listen to a lot of things all the time. And one of the things I don't listen to anymore is Luca's opinion on games.
Games.
Well, we're about to get an hour of that shit, so...
Oh no!
Hi, welcome to the Games Cast.
Yeah, it was
Hi.
E3 the past basically weekend and week.
You know E3. If you
Christmas.
turn the 3 the other way around, it's like it's EE. Hey, sign up for EE and get 5G internet right now.
No,
Whoa,
we're not
whoa,
fucking
whoa.
sponsoring that.
Are we
Not yet.
sponsored by EE?
I wish.
Sully doesn't tell us. He just pockets all the money himself.
Welcome our next guest, Kevin Bacon, everybody.
Hey.
Hello, I'm Kevin.
I'm really warm.
We need to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm very warm too. Shut up. That was good, actually.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's E3. Well, it was E3, and us being Game Boys, we
Game.
have some things that made us excited. I'm assuming
In
from
our
E3.
nether
Yeah.
regions.
We're gonna try and be nice and positive rather than negative,
Positivity.
because
Fuck positivity.
the other way round.
Negativity.
Fuck the negativity.
Well,
and
listen,
trying to
I
not
mean,
be so pessimistic about these
You
games.
can be critical, it's fine.
But I'm just saying,
I will, 'cause
the more negative
Nintendo
you
did the
are, the
thing.
more you're able to use a Sharingan. The
What?
one, the Sasuke's one.
the Mangekyo
The
Sharingan.
Mangekyo Sharingan.
What about it?
You got
I
more
missed the
negativity,
beginning.
more pain inside
Oh,
you.
yeah.
You can inflict more damage.
No,
Ev-
he's right, though. He's
That's
right.
true. Every episode, we're going to talk about Naruto for at least 2
No,
minutes.
no.
Welcome to the Naruto cast.
No, because then we'll have the licensed sound of silence, so I can put it over the top every single
I'm-
time, and
I'm
we can't
your-
afford that.
I'm your host, Kakashi.
No, for fuck's sake.
Okay, let's get on track for this.
Yeah, all right.
Is there a
E3.
Naruto game coming out?
Fuck
There
no.
might be.
No, there isn't.
No, there better not be.
There ain't.
Good.
I'm good by it.
But we can talk about the Naruto game
No,
eventually.
no, we can't.
We can.
We know.
Because the people who made the Naruto game are no longer making Final Fantasy.
They're no longer making Final Fantasy. They brought that
Yeah.
shit in house, and it looks fucking
Because they have to go
cool.
make other Naruto games.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean, was it CyberConnect too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
CyberConnect were
Oh.
making
They
it.
were like initially making it, and people weren't happy with
Oh,
that.
I didn't know that.
And now they brought it in house.
But
anyway, back
but
to the
now
beginning.
Final Fantasy will never come out.
Back to the beginning. What were you going to say, Luca? I'm opening up the floor because you're about to say something.
You
Aw.
stop talking about.
I thought you was about to
podcast.
say Naruto stuff. Not gonna lie. Yeah. So E3 was a thing, and we're all very excited about E3 stuff. So,
Yeah.
what games
It
are we
was
most
okay.
excited for? Like we've already mentioned Final Fantasy 7, so
Oh.
let's start there. Oh, sorry, Final Fantasy 7 remaster,
Remake.
remake. Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
remaster. It's a full kind of-
Reimagining.
it
if
kind
you
of is
will.
a little reimagining because like the combat
Oops.
now is
Real
real
time.
time, which
Ah.
no, but it's real time.
Whoa.
Like, it's real time with turn-based elements within it.
It's like Xenoblade.
Kind of. It has elements and stuff of that. And I was watching. There's a really big fighting game streamer that I watch. His name's Maximilian Dude. Maximilian,
Pegasus?
if you listen, no, no.
Does he have both eyes? Are they both his?
Yes, he has both eyes.
One's
They're
not
both
gold,
his.
right?
And one
Did he
is
make
not
Duel
gold.
Monsters?
No, he doesn't.
got a long
Did
running
he,
card
did
game.
he paint
He doesn't
the
have a card
Egyptian
game.
gods and they came to life?
He doesn't pay anyone.
No, he painted them.
Painted. Is he a
Oh,
painter?
what?
Yeah, he paints the Egyptian gods and they come to life.
There's
Oh.
the law.
Then Shadi turns up and tells him off.
Right. So sorry about this, Max. I really appreciate your streams. I think they're very, very informative. He was talking a lot about Final Fantasy VII, and it really got me excited for it. There's a lot of like,
Yeet.
you know when people just forget the words that they want to say,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, man.
it just kind of goes.
It's not really a problem unless you're doing radio.
I mean,
I'll
yeah.
be honest, words are just a construct developed by the man to keep us down.
What? I missed all of that. I was too busy laughing at Luca's joke.
Thank you.
I'm trying to transform my laugh into Seth Rogen's.
Oh.
Anyway, sorry, I'm derailing us.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII Remake looks sick.
It does. It looks fantastic. Anyone played Final Fantasy VII in original?
No, but I've got one of those PlayStation Classics,
Okay.
which has it on there.
Mm.
So I think on the build up towards when it releases, which is May next year, I think. Is it May
May
next year?
3rd. It's coming
Is it
out.
May?
May the
May
3rd.
I think I thought it was March because there's so
Oh,
much
no,
releasing in
sorry,
March.
I'm wrong. Yeah, it's
Oh,
March.
is it March?
3rd.
March the
fuck.
3rd.
There is
March
so
3rd.
much. We'll get into this, but there is so many games
There are
releasing in March,
Bare games
Wow.
in it.
and
Bear games.
a lot of big games, which is kind of I expect a good chunk of them to be delayed because otherwise, that's fucking mental.
no cash.
I mean, some of them will, and then lots won't,
Yeah.
which is pain for everyone.
I've not played it. However, I just bought it on the Switch like the day before yesterday.
It was ported to the Switch.
Yeah.
No
and,
way.
and it's in the Nintendo sales, so I got it for like £7.
Nice.
Even better.
So I obviously on my flight, I'm just gonna play the first like 10% of the game because it's probably like a 1,000-hour game.
No, it's not as long as you'd expect it to be, but I mean, it's a beefy game.
Beef.
It was, if I remember rightly, it was released
Move that beef.
on PlayStation 1. It was on 3 discs,
Shit.
That's many
me.
discs.
but that's also PlayStation 1 size discs. So it's like, it's long. Don't get me wrong, but it's not as long as say
Look,
like
you know what? I'll
Lost
check.
Odyssey was 4 discs, I believe, on 360,
I'll check
how long to
beat
and that was a fucking killer of a game. I absolutely loved that, but.
Lost Odyssey.
Yeah, it was when Microsoft was like, yeah, we're gonna make games for Japan, and they
Games.
made a few really good JRPGs. There was that, and there was
Oh.
like Blue Dragon and stuff.
Oh, right.
Oh my fish and chips.
Well, it's
What's
wrong, buddy.
happened?
On howlongtobeat.com,
Did not know there's a thing.
I didn't know
it's a
that's
game
thing
that
either.
sort of lists. It's the website that lists how long it takes to beat games. Like,
Oh,
if you mainline it, if you do everything, if you just do like some side missions.
yeah.
So on there, then just to complete the main story is 38.5 hours.
That's not a lot in
That's
comparison to
many-
modern games.
Many hours.
I mean, all right,
That's a good couple of months, I
I
think.
banged Firewatch out in a day.
yeah, but
Give me another game like that.
yeah, but I mean, Firewatch is a good 5-6 hours long.
Yeah.
So if you bang that in a day,
It was worth every penny.
very good. I mean, I got halfway through Firewatch.
I'm
and I was
upset
like,
I
that's
didn't-
good enough.
I'm
for
upset I
me.
didn't get to fucking bang at the end of that game.
I haven't played
Spoilers.
Firewatch.
I think you'd like it. It's
Oh.
got some really lovely
It's very-
animation in it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought so. I mean, I've seen like trailers and like
Zen
lots of other kind of thing. Yeah,
Hmm.
I can see that.
It's
a
very
lot of
zen.
nice character moments as well. I
Yeah.
think.
Well, I mean, it's also not.
From what I've seen.
It gets deep.
It does. I've heard it gets deep. I think it got deep after I stopped.
Yeah, I was well
So
upset.
I feel like I should go back to it. But yeah, so Final Fantasy VII, getting back onto that.
Mhm.
I remember playing a bunch of it as a kid. My friend in Ireland, every time I'd visit him, he's like die-hard Final Fantasy guy. And he was, I'm just pretend Sully doesn't.
pretty lucky?
Oh, fuck's sake.
How small was he?
It was just the tiny little like island. Oh, fucking hell, right.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, like, we'd always be playing stuff like completed every single side thing. There's like post-game content that like you can go and like find the like the hidden summons and the hidden bosses and stuff like that. And
Sick. That's
Can you-
cool.
Can you smash Seth off?
yeah, I mean that you do if you
As in
complete it.
with your wiener?
Whoa. I mean, like going back to Max because I like him a lot.
Good old Max.
He I remember he got very very excited for when the Resident Evil 2 remake came out.
Hmm.
So he replayed
Doozy,
the first one, and like the contrast of those games, even though they're the same game, kind of like how the over the shoulder view is now like way more tense than like fixed camera angles and stuff.
Yeah, like,
and I'd like to just see how that kind of translates for Final Fantasy VII.
yeah, modernizing an old game but keeping its core kind of soul and feel.
Yeah,
but in a modern setting works, and it looks like they're doing that for Final Fantasy VII. Like, I've not heard a bad thing yet. One thing I did hear, which gets me a bit excited, but also holy fuck, this is going to be long. Is so they're releasing it episodically still.
Yeah.
So it's going to be in 3 parts. The first part is releasing on 2 Blu-ray discs.
Well, two Blu-ray discs size.
Yeah.
Is it gonna come out on 2 Blu-rays?
That's what I've read and what's been said so far. It may change to 1 disc and download.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a big fucking game.
Yeah, man.
Which makes me feel like
Just delete
the
everything on your
the first
PlayStation.
game apparently is just going to be Midgard,
yeah.
which is like
Basically, like,
apparently.
I mean, you can
haven't played it, but I'm aware.
you can perfectly split it
Oopsie.
into 3 acts because it's on 3 discs in the original one, so you can do like a disc per act to kind of rough
That's
around that
pretty
kind of thing. But if they're expanding Midgard to the point where it's
A game.
basically a game on its own, the first episode of a trilogy
Yeah.
of games by the sounds of it,
That'd be
Yeah.
smart.
they are adding a lot of new content to this. They are really expanding upon it because I don't remember Midgard. I don't remember Midgard taking that long to get through.
I was listening to something and they were saying it was like 5-ish hours to get through that.
Fucking hell. That's
Yeah, so
still,
if they're
that's,
making-
That's still a
that's
lot.
beef.
Yeah, so they're making
Move
it a
that
beefy set.
Beef.
Beef. Just gonna say this game's
Beef.
never getting finished.
Well, it's coming out in March.
No, but I
apparently.
mean the whole thing.
the whole thing.
The whole thing. I'll tell you when it's gonna finish. It's gonna finish when we're taking our last breaths. That game will finish.
That's depressing.
Whoa.
Well, I mean,
Could
the
you
guy,
imagine?
the guy who's now leading the thing was the guy who was in charge of Kingdom Hearts 3, and it
Yeah.
took him about 15 years to make that game.
But he was working on
Oh.
stuff before that as well.
Yeah, but still,
And the fact
he's
I'm
known for not finishing games.
he's known for taking a while, but I'm honestly surprised it's coming out this quickly. The fact that it's like
I mean,
they're saying it's going
This
to come
quickly?
They announced it like 5 years
out.
ago.
Yes,
Yeah.
but
and they're doing like the first third.
what I mean is I'm surprised it's coming out this fucking quickly because like it's him doing it, and it sounds like it's a chunky section. The fact that we're not
Chunk.
having to wait like
Chunk.
2 more years to get it. It's next year,
I like going
hopefully.
big.
Yeah.
I'm down.
I
I'm
like going
very
chunky.
excited for that.
Fair. I mean, it's a perfect excuse for me to actually play Final Fantasy VII
Yeah.
because it's almost like reading the book before the film comes out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's nice.
it's that. I mean, it's on the PlayStation. It's on the Switch. It's on pretty much
Switch it
everything.
up.
Like I got it when they announced Final Fantasy. When they announced Final Fantasy VII, I think the full-on remake. They also released Final Fantasy VII, like the original, on PlayStation.
Yeah.
And like I remember being there, I bought it just instantly. I was like, "Fuck yeah, this is gonna be great." And I played through Midgar and some like the open world stuff, and then I was like, I have enough. I remember this game from back then.
Cool.
I went for the remaster. I'm excited. I'm
You can
very
play
happy.
Final Fantasy VII on an iPhone.
What do you mean?
That's where you can buy it everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. Because
Right,
it's a
now I
PlayStation
really have
1
no
game.
excuse.
Yeah. Like if you want to play it, there's no excuse not to play
It's
it.
£12. It's pretty affordable
Whoa.
for like a full blown
Nah,
game.
Nah, man.
If it's
£12 for a mobile game? You joking?
If it's not free, we ain't buying it.
I need the
It's
light
not really a
version.
mobile.
I need Fruit Ninja Light.
Final
Right.
Fantasy Light.
That's what I
Light.
need.
You need it split up into
No
months.
summons.
You get one attack.
You gotta wait actual real world time for
Yep.
stuff to fill up.
Yep.
Pay 59p to ride a chocobo.
Yep. No in-game purchases. Fuck that game.
You want it free, but you don't want to give them money.
Yeah.
Watch
yeah,
a
yeah.
1 minute ad to ride a chocobo for 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's all right. That's fine. I don't mind doing that. Oh, God. Oh, I hate the mobile game industry.
So do I.
It's horrible.
So fucking much.
I spent £40 on accident on Pokemon Shuffle.
Oh my
sorry.
God.
Still haven't unlocked Mewtwo Y.
Oh, mate. That's a shame.
Anyway,
Anyway.
so another game that I think by the sounds of it is coming out in March because they've said in March, but I expect
March.
something to be delayed because fucking hell, March is insane. Is Cyberpunk 2077.
Where's my dog?
That is the most me game possible.
Was that a Keanu
Where's my-
Reeves reference?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So
Trinity.
So who watched the Microsoft conference?
I watched the first half an hour and I watched the last half an hour.
Cool. So you missed the good shit.
I mean, I watched all the Halo stuff.
That was sick.
That was cool.
I
Oh,
don't.
man.
I've never. Actually,
I got,
played Reach.
I got so much fucking hype for that.
I'd buy. I
don't even have an Xbox.
like.
No, same.
It's tempting to get an Xbox.
Well, it's time to get a Scarlet
Oh.
because that's coming out on the next.
Here
gen
we
console.
go. Oh, we've got a new console. Oh, yeah. My name's Microsoft.
Oh, I mean, come on, Sony and Microsoft are both releasing their next
Yeah,
console.
they are,
next
yeah.
year.
No, we can't. And yeah, but we can't do the Sony impression.
Yeah.
Because then it'll be racist.
Fair enough.
I mean, I could try.
Please don't. It's gonna put a beep in there. Wow, George, why would you say that?
No, I didn't do anything.
No. But yeah, Cyberpunk 2077. I am excited as fuck for because I'm a huge fan of the Witcher series. I never played the first one, but I love 2 and 3. I played through three times.
Wow.
And it's
That's a big boy game. Is
Yeah.
this including like the Wild Hunt or like Gaff?
The Wild Hunt is the game.
That's the game.
No,
Are you talking about the expansion?
You mean like-
thing.
I've only
I
done the
don't remember what it's called.
expansions one.
Blood
so
and
there's
Wine?
two.
Blood and Wine?
That's it. Blood and Wine. That's what I meant.
It's Blood and Sand and Blood and Wine.
Blood and...
Sands of Time.
Spartacus, Blood and Sand?
Hey, there's two of them. There's like one
Prince of
small
Persia,
one
The
and one
Sands of
massive
Time.
one.
Prince of Persia.
Prince of Persia remake confirmed.
Whoa!
No,
Everybody,
no.
please welcome Jake Gyllenhaal.
Whoa! Yo, my name's Jake. Elan Hall. Everybody gets it wrong.
because I'm Mysterio.
That was so annoying. That was good.
But yeah, Cyberpunk. I'm a huge fan of CD Projekt Red and really loved Witcher 3. And if
Big
they're,
fan.
but I'm not the biggest fantasy guy. Going on from that.
Fine.
But I love sci-fi. So for them to do a Cyberpunk game and them to be doing it and to be like, yeah, this is our biggest game. This is us doing it our way.
Nice.
Everything
Our
looks
way,
it's ticking every
the
single box
highway.
I'd ever want to tick.
You know what I
Lot of
think is actually
boxes.
really nice?
Mhm.
I feel like this may not be correct as of yet, but I'm definitely seeing a shift where games are taking longer to come out.
Yeah.
But for the so everything's kind of right with it.
Yeah.
Like I have a lot more time for somebody saying we're going to release this in 2 years so we can get everything polished and finished, as opposed to we're going to crunch our deadline for like the end of the year.
I know Luka doesn't like them, but it's something that Nintendo's really good at.
No,
Where they're
give
very
them their
honest
dues,
when they're
yeah.
like, okay, we're not happy with Metroid Prime, so
We're restarting development.
restarting
Yeah.
it. We're really sorry,
Mm.
but the game will be better.
Yeah.
And same with Animal Crossing. Where
Yeah.
they're like, we're gonna push it 6 months. Now you get more animals, more crossings. I've never played an Animal Crossing game.
so many more
annoying.
bridges. It's cool.
No, there's no more bridges. You now got a stick, which you go, "Witchoo,
It's true.
You should do sound effects.
witchoo."
Whoa, did you see that?
What?
That was my impression of a cow.
Do it again.
Witchoo.
Oh, it's like we're
Whoa.
really fishing.
No, that's a cow
cows?
impression.
What?
Here's my fishing impression.
Yeah. So
Yeet.
Whoa. Did you see that fish?
I saw the spike. So who else is excited for CD Projekt Red? Cyberpunk. Sorry.
I've got time for them because
Okay.
I just love how they make games. I love the idea of, no, like you have to pay extra for this, and this.
Yeah.
Unless they release like an expansion, then it's like, okay, that's another whole game.
Yeah,
I
they're-
don't mind paying that.
Yeah, their
74
expansions
hours
are
for
bigger than
£10.
their expansions
Mm.
are better than a lot of actual full games.
Yeah.
And yeah, I give them all the time in the world. If they turn around and it's like, yeah, we're delaying it 2 more years because we need it, I was like, fucking do what you want.
Yeah, man.
Like whenever they release a game, I'm there for it.
Yeah, man. Can I mention something that I didn't really like about E3?
What?
I was quite like jazzed for the Avengers game. When I heard about it, I was like, "Oh, Avengers game! I
Let's
get to
get
play as
avenged."
Thor because I'm worthy." Right?
let's event. I didn't watch the trailer.
But they did. I don't understand. Like nobody wanted to show gameplay or anything.
Yeah.
It was on the show floor apparently,
Everything was there. Yeah.
but
There
it's
was
just
But
like
yeah, they haven't released this to the public.
them.
I
Yeah.
have a
Oh.
feeling.
Just show off your gameplay.
But everyone did that, didn't they? No
Final
one.
Fantasy VII had a booth.
Yeah,
could play Final
yeah,
Fantasy
yeah.
VII.
No one
And you
showed
could see
gameplay though.
well, there was gameplay footage in what they showed. It wasn't
Oh, okay.
cinematics.
Yeah, it was all in game.
that's what's paint.
bro.
And that's the sort of things like I don't care if it's like a trailer made from in-game footage. Cool. Don't give us just CG trailer and nothing else. Like Gears of War did it on the Microsoft stage. It's kind of like, here's our new mode. Here's a CG trailer. It's kind of like, how does it play? What does it mean?
Yeah.
You're not going to show. Oh, you can come and
Zombies?
like play it on the things. Like, cool, but there's a certain amount of people that are there.
Yeah.
What about everyone at home? Just show us a fucking
Like,
demo.
there's some stuff that it's okay not showing, like Halo, because you know what Halo looks like. It's just
True.
big green dudes
No.
and fuck some aliens up. And also that game's probably is like
Next
maybe
year.
at least a year out.
No, so it's apparently releasing with the Scarlet. So
Yeah,
that will
so like
release
a year
next
and a
year.
half.
But
Madness.
Gears of War is releasing in 3 months. So that shit should be locked down. You should be able to show that.
Have they fixed their
Yeah.
bullshit reloading system?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Their
Well,
reloading
it's
system was
like-
amazing.
Pidging. Wait. Oh, I missed it. Let's do 5 more minutes of fucking sticking some shit in my shotgun.
Sully, are you really bad at reloading in Gears of War?
Yes.
Because that reloading system is so good. You can
Yeah.
either reload it
But
normally
in
or you
COD, I just press square and it does it for me.
Okay, so it's the same thing in there in Gears of War, except that if you get it right, you get a little boost. You don't have to do that.
That's peak though, isn't it?
Mate.
Is
the
it peak
teaser-
because you
the
can't
teaser
ever hit it?
Sully.
They're teasing me. They're like, oh yeah, what we got?
Sully,
And I didn't do it.
Sully, there's a game series that they like to use a phrase, and it's called Get Good.
Oh,
Nah, man.
Speaking of that
I only play
series,
mobile
Yep.
games.
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring,
Elden
man.
Ring?
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring.
I'm excited for it.
Fucking
The
Lord of the
new
Rings
Hidetaka
bullshit
Miyazaki
knockoff.
game.
Hidetaka.
Hidetaka. Fuck.
You said Hidetaka. That's
I-
not Kojima, bro.
I'm
Hiroki
trying
Goto.
here, George.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I got you back.
Kazuchika Okada.
Are you talking about Yu-Gi-Oh?
No.
What is
wrestlers.
going on?
Sully, on topic, mate. It's
I was
like
talking about
ADD
wrestlers.
over here.
I don't know the names of the man, so I'm just shouting Japanese names.
Hidetaka. But yeah,
Yeah,
Elden
Miyazaki
Ring,
and
man.
George R.R. Martin.
which is a great combo.
The game's never gonna get done.
It's never
Yeah,
gonna
it's never gonna finish writing it. So the weird part is you got George R.R. Martin, who is cool at world building and writing. You got Miyazaki, who's really good at world building and writing.
I like that.
Why'd you need the two of them?
because I think
Gonna yeet on in.
George R.R. Martin is very good at the whole like Western kind of Norse European kind of mythology and all this sort of stuff.
Bullshit.
And that from and then from like I think Miyazaki's good at it too, but it's just nice to have two minds working for the same kind of goal.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm hoping it comes out good. Let's be honest. I mean, everyone is.
It's a good game.
I bet.
I'm looking into the future right now and I can see it.
Oh, is it?
Does-
Yeah,
Because that's a game that we've only seen CG trailer for.
it's a good game. I can see it. It's
Oh, you
fine.
can see it.
Have we even seen a trailer? I thought we just saw like the
No.
name.
No,
No,
it's
I saw a
CG trailer.
Uh,
Yeah.
It was during the middle part of the
Oh,
conference.
Did Miyazaki write all the other like Bloodborne type deal?
He did
Gaff.
Dark
He did.
Souls 1, 3, and Bloodborne,
Yeah.
I see.
And Sekiro.
Yeah.
and
Who did
Sekiro,
Sekiro?
Yeah.
Okay.
and there was like a VR game that they did to tease, which like apparently teased.
Oh,
a bunch
yeah,
of
yeah.
stuff. I can never remember.
It,
what it's called.
it kind of like mildly hinted Bloodborne 2.
Which I want.
And everyone was like, oh, please.
I want that so badly.
So
my
is
friend
this-
just got a little Bloodborne tattoo.
That's lame.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
It's one of the like the runes in the
Oh,
game.
yeah, yeah.
It's like it's not the beast rune. It's another one. He fucking loves it.
So the 3 Elven Rings. What's the game about?
No one knows.
But,
There's not 3.
Like that's Lord of the Rings joke.
Yeah.
What did the CG trailer show? What
Not a lot.
A lot
setting-
of like cryptic stuff. So like you had like a blacksmith forging something, but
Okay.
while he was doing it, his skin was breaking off and all this sort of stuff. Very interesting. He had a giant warrior who was like clad
Yeah.
in like gold and red, but like brass somehow and like rust as well.
Mhm.
It's very very Dark Souls like when you're like, oh, what the fuck's going on?
Like powerful
does
imagery, but you
this
have
mean?
no idea what it's showing
yeah,
you.
I've
Like
got time for
the
it.
opening shot was amazing. It's like this like, decrepit woman kind of bent over, and these lots of these different hands coming, like to kind
Yucky.
of grab her, move her arm, and like it's watch it. It's very cool, but like
Pardon me.
you're watching it and you end up knowing less about it than when you did beforehand. It
Do you
feels.
guys think they're gonna stick to the Souls game style, or they're gonna go like, oh, open world RPG?
Rumors are open world, but with hopefully Souls kind of game style.
difficulty and
I'm a bit like
shit.
I get very apprehensive when I hear open world now
So do I.
because it's like
Open mode to me just
make it
screams filler.
creative. Yeah, just make it creative. Like Breath of the Wild did it perfectly.
Yeah, I just
Fair
don't,
enough.
I just don't like Soulsy type games
Oh, I love
because
them.
they're
I'm a big
again
fan.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I love them. I like how they've kind of developed the combat through the game series. Like you got Dark Souls doing their thing. You got Bloodborne, which I fucking love their kind of more aggressive playstyle of like if you get hit them back and you get some health back. You got Sekiro, which is very different to those ones. Like it's very different when you're playing it, but I guess from the outside, you're like that all just looks very difficult.
I love it. I
But,
think
yeah.
it's fascinating how they've gone from, like as you say, like Dark Souls is very like wait and attack, bait and attack almost, and then Bloodborne's like aggression,
Yeah.
and then Sekiro's like parrying and figuring out the timings of things.
Mm.
And he's done it in a weird way that if you go back to any of the other games after playing those games, it makes the first one funner. Like if you play Dark Souls after playing Sekiro,
Ooh.
you're looking for the parry because you're looking for their timings.
I get because you
Or-
can parry in those games. can't you?
Exactly. So it's like, oh, so fucking cool. Very smart.
Mm.
Let's
It
take
is.
this bit of game development, gameplay, whatever, and like build a whole system around it. It's very fun. That's my
Fun
2 cents. I'm gonna drop them in the pot. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think my only other thought on this is if they bring his kind of game design structure to it, like the first Dark Souls, everything's so interwoven,
Mhm.
and Bloodborne's sort of the same to a degree.
Mhm.
If they bring that to a slightly open world,
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
If it's an open world like an Assassin's Creed, where it's kind of like you got 10 minutes ride before you actually get to do anything,
yeah,
Mm.
I'm not okay with that because that
Okay.
for me is just you're wasting my time.
yeah.
It's like when they I think it was Dynasty Warriors 9.
Ooh,
They I'm a big fan of Dynasty Warriors.
I played one, and then I played like
Yeah.
Fire Emblem's version of it.
Oh, okay, cool. It's so good that because like for each level, not in Dynasty Warriors 9, in like Dynasty Warriors 6, 7,
Yeah.
8, they did this really cool thing. Well, their game's structure was basically like you're gonna do the Battle of Hulao Gate. And so you go to the battle, and it's got your own little map in there. And you need to take provinces
Yeah,
and all this sort of stuff.
yeah,
So you know the kind of
yeah.
gameplay style. Imagine that, but open world.
Oh, but
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I like this. I like that. Then
You like that?
I like that.
Okay. Sounds good on paper,
Yeah.
but when you're in the game, you have to take this province, but because it's open world,
Oh, yeah.
you have to travel
like
10 to 30 minutes on a horse real time to get to the other province
Yeah.
because it's open. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
What is that?
Is there any stuff to do on your journey, like
Just pick things up.
smash and then
I mean,
make?
You could play Smash if you wanted
Oh,
to.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
You just like angle the the stick on the controller forward, pick up your Switch,
And just
play Banjo Kazooie.
Segue.
And
Smash
then-
Brothers.
And then you know,
Yeah.
then when you get to Hulao Gate and you realize that you're getting your ass kicked
Yeah.
by Lu Bu, who's the scariest fucking dude
Okay.
in any game ever,
You then pick up the controller
you
again.
pick up the controller and run around
Right.
and press circle.
press
every now and
circle,
again.
press square.
Yeah.
Do the exact same combo for the entire game, then win. But it's not even a combo because it just does it on its own.
Yeah, it's great. Fucking great.
Dinosaur Warriors games.
I love it so much.
If you want to introduce someone to a Japanese game, but they can't play games for shit, give them a Dynasty Warriors game.
Square
I guess
triangle,
so.
square triangle, square triangle.
But they all do the same thing in the end of the day.
Yeah, I haven't played Dinosaur Warriors since PlayStation 2.
Play it.
No, I'm good.
No!
Talking about Japan, let's move over to the best games company, a Japanese one, Nintendo.
Sony.
Capcom.
Sony weren't there. Sony weren't there.
Sony weren't there.
I think you guys are talking about Konami. No,
Ooh.
no, I'm going
Pachinko.
all in on my boys, Nintendo, because the games
Yeah.
I'm most excited for.
Nintendo's
So number one,
Favorite.
can I shout into the mic?
Yeah.
How far do you want me to move it so I can
Just a
shout?
little bit further. Just a little bit further.
There?
A little bit.
There?
Yeah, go for that.
Fire Emblem 3 Houses is coming out in July.
You want to try that again?
503 Ounces coming out in July.
Oh, good.
And I'm an excited boy.
Okay.
Because
Sick.
it's like they're taking. I know Luka doesn't like the Switch because it's not powerful enough.
It's just so.
But
underpowered.
like you're taking a game that runs really well on a DS. Okay, well the DS to the Switch is a big jump.
Yeah, that's a big jump.
Yeah, so they're taking full advantage of the Switch's hardware, and the battles are more.
Yeah.
They're like bigger, scaled.
Yeah.
And like
Alright.
you control more, and the story's more in depth because you've got more space on your Switch. So
Cool.
instead of having 2 factions, you've got 3. And I'm going with yellow because the yellow faction looks sick.
All right.
Bam.
Yeah.
And then also Pokemons.
Pokemon.
Yeah. Are they bringing
Pocket
Pokemon to
Monsters.
Switch?
Yeah,
Aren't they?
it's coming out in
Yeah.
November.
Sword and Shield.
November 15th.
Sword and Shield.
And I mean, they didn't show anything really at E3 in their direct because they had a Pokemon Direct the week before.
Yeah.
Right.
But on the floor, the whatever of the
Oh, yeah, the
convention,
game floor of E3.
they showed newer Pokemon, and there's like one that's basically a corgi.
It's so fucking cute.
It's cute as shit. And then there's one that's
Cute.
like, there's one that looks like
It's cute.
an imp that would like.
It's cute.
It looks sort of similar to
It's
the
cute.
beginning of. What's the game we like that's super long and we didn't finish?
That you
The
didn't
one with Joker.
Persona 5.
Persona
Persona
5.
In
Yeah.
Persona 5, you know, like the imp
Yeah.
monster you can get at the beginning.
Mm.
There's a Pokemon that looks like that.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, it's kind of sick.
No one saw that, so I'm just gonna relay what just happened here. Let me just cast your mind back to like 30 seconds ago. Luka went, "Oh, cool," and then looked at me with the deadest look
Wow.
in his eye.
Wow.
And
Fuck you too.
and in that moment, I thought, "Oh my god, I don't like what's happening right now. I need to tell
Fuck
everyone."
you too. Okay, fine. I'll go for a Nintendo game you'll actually be sort of interested in.
Oh god.
The new Platinum Games game is coming out soon.
Astral Chain.
So I love
That
Platinum
looks fucking
games.
cool as peepees.
I don't know if it looks cool.
I mean, you literally sat and watched the trailer
I
with
did
me.
watch it, and I sat there. I was like, can they just do Bayonetta 3?
They're in a mech. Luka.
I mean,
Yeah.
I got to agree with him on
Yeah,
that.
I know, but
'Cause
Where
it's
the
like-
fuck is Bayonetta
No, but
3?
it's like it looks like a super anime game, which is great if
Yeah.
you like anime and Platinum games. But for me, I don't know, like Bayonetta, I fucking love. And once Bayonetta 3 comes out, I might be tempted to get Switch just for Bayonetta 2 and 3 because I've not played 2 yet because it was only on Nintendo.
Yeah, I haven't played Bayonetta 2 either. I'd love to.
I'm gonna play Bayonetta.
And I Platinum Games makes amazing games. Like Vanquish is one of my favorite fucking games from them,
What did
which
Vanquish
no
do?
one played. No one played.
Never
Because
heard
it
of
was
it.
bad.
It was fucking
Oh,
brilliant,
no.
Georgie.
Bad.
Uh-oh.
It was
Contrasting
bad.
opinions here.
Did you play Vanquish?
No.
Okay, well, not contrasting
literally have
opinions.
no opinion on it.
Oh, dear.
whatsoever.
Never heard of it.
And they make some fantastic games. They also make some not so fantastic games, but
Give me
it's
one.
normally when they do licensing deals, and you get the feeling that they getting the work out there so they can
Make some girls.
keep the studio running for them to
Yeah.
make what they want to make. Which, I mean, it sucks, but I get that.
How much time have we got on this podcast?
Yeah, we got a while yet.
Got a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Okay, I'll do that
Yeah,
first. I was gonna
jump into Breath of the Wild
gonna
2.
think of something else. I was gonna think of an interesting topic, which I've thought of,
Okay.
but
Do you know?
Breath of the Wild
Okay.
2.
Yeah,
Because
go
there was
for it.
another game I want to talk about.
Oh, go.
Which one Luka won't get upset by. But I want to talk about Breath of the Wild 2 first.
Yeah, go
Go
for it.
talk
yeah.
about Breath of the Wild
Yeah,
2.
yeah.
Looks cool as shit. I mean,
Is that it?
It was like a minute.
That's all we wanted to
Yeah,
talk
it looks,
about.
It looks
I-
beautiful.
It looks okay.
I would say something. Never played a Zelda game. Never played Breath of the Wild. Never done any
Breath
of
of the
that.
Wild, the first one I played.
We know this. I'm sorry in advance for the people screaming at their.
Litty.
Minish Cap.
It
Yeah.
does look very pretty. I mean, Breath of the Wild was pretty. That game looks really pretty as well. It's the sort of thing that if I was ever to like actually give a Zelda game a go, I'd give it a go.
I
But yeah.
in love with the art style. I
It's
think-
fantastic.
Like just the implications of like how it like the lore, how it's
Yeah.
kind of going. And I hope Zelda's playable in Breath of the Wild too.
I do too. I hope they do it so It's still open world, but you can switch between the two.
Between the two what?
Ooh.
No, between Zelda and Link.
Oh, like GTA style.
Or like Devil May
kind of.
Cry 2 style, where they both have their own kind
Campaign.
of journeys.
in the world.
Yeah, I think I'd like that because then I think Zelda's just gonna become like Navi, where she's just kind of there, and you're Link, and it's like, all right, Zelda, keep up.
Or
What if it's co-op?
Oh,
What if it's co-op?
What
That'd
if
be
it's
dope.
co-op?
Yeah,
That would be so sick.
because that is Nintendo's big thing is couch co-op. What if it's a couch co-op
Play
game
with
that
your
you guys can play
mate.
together?
Oh,
mate.
fuck.
Because if you're on a journey together and they are always
fuck.
together,
Yeah.
George looks like he's about to nut one.
Oh, that'd be so
it'd
sick.
be like playing
though.
as Guiji.
How sick would fucking Guiji? That would be so cool. That would be so cool, man.
We're gonna be
See, now when that doesn't happen, you're gonna be
Yeah,
really
you're gonna be
pissed
so
off. I'm
let down.
sorry.
Yeah.
I will be let down. Oh, but like as long as it's fun,
yeah.
as long as
Yeah.
it's fun, then
Yeah.
that's all that matters.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be an interesting kind of addition to
And
it.
a sequel should always build on the first one.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
it's the same game, I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
get it. If it's
More
if
of
it's
the
not
same.
broke, then don't fix it.
Yeah.
But still, you could
If
have.
it's, you can add a little bit to it.
I want,
Yeah.
I want a bigger map.
A bigger map.
Damn.
I
Yeah.
heard it was quite big.
It was huge, but they tease you where you can get to the edge but there's more, but you just hit a wall.
But that would what invisible wall or real?
You
wall?
hit an invisible wall,
Oh,
but you can see the
really?
wall. Like it's. I don't remember. No, I think it's you see like a wall
Mm.
at the end, and you can get there, but there's absolutely zero way you can ever get enough energy to climb it.
I'm fine
And
with
it's
that.
like, oh, I just wanna,
That's smart.
just
No,
wanna
that,
go.
that's actually a pretty smart way of doing it
Yeah.
because invisible walls at this point, if they're in your game,
Yeah.
you've done something.
What about
fucking
Minecraft? What if you keep on going until you hit the invisible wall?
Like the Truman Show.
Yeah.
Love it.
Truman Craft.
Hashtag Jim Carrey.
Oh, Minecraft Truman Show crossover.
Oh my god, that'd be sick.
That'd be fucking weird, wouldn't it? They'd be like Minecraft meets Sims.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Mine Sims.
Come on, EA.
Hello, Microsoft.
Get on this shit, bro.
That's Microsoft.
Well,
But
well, EA
have
did The Sims.
Did the Sims? Minecraft is owned by Microsoft.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Come on then.
Oh,
I
guys.
think I would have notched because he's fucking nuts.
Can I bring up that topic I was thinking of? Is
do it?
that okay?
Which one?
You guys? Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
I'm
go for it.
confused.
I don't know what it is.
E3,
E3
right?
related?
Yeah,
E3.
E3. Sure.
So 5, 7, 10, 11 years down the line,
Yeah.
Mhm.
you two are at E3 because
Yeah.
you've published a game.
Yeah.
sure,
All right, that'd be
I
fun.
published a game. Cool.
What is your game?
Oh, that's cool as knobs.
Oh,
That's sick topic.
dude. What is your game?
That's a
God
sweet
damn.
topic. Okay, I've already got mine in my head.
Please go for it.
All right, mine's basically Wargroove,
Okay, cool.
but obviously not Wargroove. It's more like JRPG style, like it's gonna be because this is 7 years down the line. It's gonna be a throwback to like I don't know how many bit, but like 16-bit
Mhm.
square tile based JRPG.
Oh, okay, so a little bit like
Like square as in square blocks on the floor, or
Yeah,
squares and
square-
Square Enix.
square blocks.
Okay.
so a little bit like Link's Awakening and
Yeah.
stuff. Okay, cool.
Be fucking sick.
So would you be on Nintendo's platform?
I'd be on fucking all of them because I'd be like, hey guys, buy my £5 game on every single thing. More, yeah. It won't be a huge game. It'll be my first one.
Yeah, but you start at like a tenner, and then you
Okay,
can
I'll
put
do a
it on
tenner.
sale for 5.
But then Epic Games will come to me and be like, hey bro, exclusivity rights. I'm like, sick, Epic Games, let's go. Put it in Fortnite.
Oh fuck.
You can do a crossover with my game in Fortnite.
Sick.
There you go.
But yeah, JRPG style.
That's
Kind
cool.
of like fantasy setting,
Nice.
but like more realistic. So maybe not fantasy, but like olden times,
Right.
like
Nice.
medieval or whatever.
Cool.
All right.
What about
So
you?
there was a game that Microsoft showed called 12 Minutes that I am so incredibly excited for because it looked like the most me game possible. It's
Wow.
it's isometric. It's for the most part it looks like it's just set in this living room, and the whole thing is you're a guy that's trapped in this 12-minute time loop, and someone
Oh, that sounds cool.
and someone is coming in. You're like, it opens with like you sitting there with your wife or girlfriend at a dinner table, and it's like you're like, I know what happened. Like, just tell me where the body is, and I can like stop. She's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And he's like, "Someone's gonna come to like stop you, and you're gonna die." And she's like, "What the hell?" And like the police kick in the door, and she dies. Loop restarts, and the whole thing is you need to try and find a way to get through this, and your different choices each time changes.
So sick.
And it is, I mean, it looks beautiful in this kind of really moody kind of light piercing in from one of the windows, like into this kind of setting. And it's just kind of narrative based. You're kind of, I guess, moving the character, making choices and what they do to try and figure out a loop that doesn't end in
death
and failure and death.
That's so cool.
And that is the kind of game that is just super me.
So...
I'd like to make something like that along that kind of line. If it was even more me, you'd throw some sci-fi shit in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm currently playing a game called Observer, which it's made by the guys that did Layers of Fear.
Yeah.
And
bless you.
It's set in this kind of like dirty, dingy cyberpunk kind of future, and you're this like investigator, voiced by Rutger Hauer.
Who?
Blade Runner.
Oh shit! Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's scary. It's this kind of like first-person horror game set in a like dirty cyberpunk future.
Yeah,
and it's fucking cool, man.
Sick.
So like I would blend those two elements together, and that would be my game.
Nice
detective game.
Nice.
Yeah. Because I like games with a strong narrative. Like, don't get me wrong, I like good gameplay, but good gameplay keeps me attached for like a week. But a good narrative sticks with me for far longer.
That's very fascinating to hear.
Yeah.
Because for me, I think gameplay is king. That's why I'm absolutely like, what am I thinking of? There's a game that you can constantly replay.
Yeah.
And for me, that is Star Fox.
Ooh,
all right.
Baby.
Because it's just, you're gliding along
Yeah.
this thing and you're shooting things down and you've got boss fights and stuff.
Sure.
Because it's a very simple format. You can play the game over and over and over again, and you can like, do new things and I think it's just so good.
Do you ever play Resogun?
Yes.
See, that is a game.
Sick.
So that is a game that I fucking love the gameplay for, and I played it for a good week, and I really enjoyed my time, and never gone back.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's like I got that gameplay experience. I really enjoyed that gameplay experience, but the thing that kind of brings me back to a game and drives it along is narrative.
Yeah.
Because I guess I prefer to kind of experience a story than to just do something.
Yeah.
Which is probably why I'm not a big multiplayer guy. Because for me, like there's rarely a narrative to a multiplayer game, and I think the only game that I played longer than like a couple of days was Titanfall 2, because I really liked that multiplayer, and it had a world that you were kind of playing within. Like there's like things in the background going on.
That's cool. That's fair.
Yeah, that would be my kind of game, because narrative is for me the driving force in a game. Don't get me wrong, if the gameplay sucks and it's got a really good narrative, chances are I'm not seeing that narrative out unless it just hooks me like crazy.
That sounds a bit like Asura's Wrath. I don't know if you played Asura's Wrath.
I know Asura's Wrath, yeah.
I mean, the gameplay is it's okay.
Yeah.
But the story is so it's
cool.
so anime and it's so fucking cool.
It's lots of screaming and punching fucking massive hands until your hands break and the more hands come. Okay. It's the most mental game. But yeah, that is that sort of thing. But that is also a game that I think, because the gameplay is so linear, is so kind of straightforward, I don't know if I'd go back to and play again and again and again.
Yeah.
Like my Naughty Dog and I guess the most recent God of War, their style of games are the ones that kind of are the perfect balance for me. I'm fine with it being a bit more kind of streamlined, a bit more directed because of the narrative. Yeah. But the gameplay also needs to feel good enough that I'm enjoying the journey through this narrative.
Yeah. I agree.
That's fair.
Like that.
That is my kind of game.
Now, what about you, George? What would your game be?
Me?
Yeah.
Are you asking me?
And if it's not a fighting game, I'll be very surprised.
If you don't want to talk about it, we don't have to.
No, I'd like to.
Wrap up if you want to. It's fine.
Yeah. You know what I'd like? I'd like it to be not leaked or anything. And I'd love it to be.
It's a big ask.
I'd love it to be exactly like how Microsoft announced Dragon Ball Fighters way back when.
Okay.
Because I remember seeing that and being like, "Holy shit, this looks sick. This is a fucking fighting game." I was like, this fighting game looks like Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So I think maybe, I don't know, I would like a fighting game. It would probably be a 2D fighting game.
Okay.
I don't know if it would be 3-on-3. It would probably be 1-on-1.
Ooh.
But if I was to do it from an existing IP, I'd love to see how the reaction to like a Chrono Trigger fighting game,
Okay.
how people would react to that. But if not, then, you know, in seven years' time, I will be famous anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, true.
So my own original characters will be in the fighting game, and everyone will be like, "Oh my god!
Oh my god! Is this George Gessie making
I
a
want to
fighting
play
game?
as." Do I really want to announce my character's name? No.
No.
I want to play as this mystery character.
I want to play as Goose 2.
I want to play as the author,
Ooh.
and that's me.
It's just your
You
hand
can just
coming
play
in.
as me.
Would you then do a crossover?
SlapDuck crossover.
Oh no, I was thinking more
More.
crossover.
More?
Oh, fucking, he's pointing to his
With
Naruto t-shirt.
Oh.
Sully's sitting here with a fucking Naruto t-shirt and just
It's
grinning
sick.
ear to ear.
If I could work with Bandai Namco, I would.
Yeah. Who wouldn't though?
Because fucking hell, all Arc System works. Holy shit. They're sick.
Cool.
They made Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yeah.
And Guilty
Oh
Gear.
yeah, they did.
And Blaze Blue.
So, yeah, Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue, they are pretty games.
Guilty Gear.
Yeah.
Guilty Gear is the best looking game. Dragon Ball Fighters is the best looking anime game I've ever seen in my life. Hands down. And which brings me on to my next topic, and that I'm a bit annoyed at,
Ooh.
is the new Dragon Ball Z Kakarot game.
Kakarot.
And no idea what that last word is.
Kakarot is Goku's name.
It's
his Saiyan name.
Dragon Ball Z, have you?
And it's just like if you've played Dragon Ball Budokai 1, 2,
Played it.
3, Tenkaichi 2,
No.
1, Tenkaichi 3,
It's a lot to
Raging
say,
Blast,
noted.
Raging Blast 2,
I played that.
More words?
Xenoverse,
There we go.
Xenoverse 2.
I played that
It's the same story.
Okay.
It's the same, and now they're like, oh no, but now it's an RPG, and you get to play
Yeah.
as Goku, and you're like, I've played the story. I know the story.
So
Everybody who's played a
Is
Dragon Ball
it
Z game
Just
knows the story.
it's just the story of the anime.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
That's
so
lazy.
it's like,
But they've
let's go fight Raditz at the beginning. Oh, he steals Gohan. Oh,
That's
lazy.
rather-
Sounds kind of like.
but it looks good. It looks good.
Does it look like Fighters?
No, I think because they're going for an RPG kind of way
Okay.
as opposed to a 3-on-3 fighting game.
What I mean is like, does it look like the anime?
It does a bit, yeah.
Okay.
It definitely looks way better than Xenoverse looked,
Okay.
in my
But
opinion.
how are you? But then you're just
Flying around, being all
you're
super?
just flying around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. It feels lazy.
But
Like-
there
sounds
are
lazy.
RPG elements in it. So there's a
Cool.
point where, like, I saw a trailer where Goku can like put his tail on and like dangle it in some water, and like fish come and you can catch fish with your tail. How sick is that?
That's definitely so.
All of those.
That
That
makes me wanna-
sentence has made me just nope the fuck out of
So the
this.
game
so
it
hard.
goes from I'm training with Mr. Popo over here, and then 30 minutes of me flying across.
I think it'll
across
probably be
the earth.
different than
Yeah,
that,
like
but yeah.
2 minutes flying across the earth. I'm like, Cell, what's up, bro?
But you know what you just described?
what?
Dragon Ball Budokai 3.
True.
Cool.
I
More Dragon Ball.
only
Great.
played Budokai 1, so
Honestly, like I don't know what this contract is that Akira Toriyama has with Bandai Namco, where they have to release a Dragon Ball game every year. It's like, guys,
they're just milking.
just release
they're-
a good Dragon Ball game. And
money.
you've got one.
they're milking
Money.
it.
That's why.
because
get
people are gonna
that.
buy
I
it.
get it, but-
regardless.
Come on, Jump
Like-
Force was crap.
So is it?
Xenoverse is shit.
Are they gonna?
Sorry,
So it's
This
not.
is getting very
it's not
anime and
even
heated.
Yeah.
the Dragon Ball Super story. It's just Dragon Ball Z.
I think so. I think it's just Dragon Ball. I mean, like,
Why
I'm
don't they just
sure,
do
like,
Dragon Ball Super.
it'll come out and be like, oh, we're gonna do Dragon Ball Super as well.
Here's
Oh, you get to Ultra Instinct Goku.
if I hit.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay. We've got like 5 minutes before the end of this, so
Oh,
I want
no.
to throw out a few games that we should have probably spoken about. Okay.
Watch Dogs 3.
Watch
Oh,
Dogs
that was
3 is one
literally
of
I
them.
want to speak about that.
Yeah. London.
Yeah,
We
I'm
have to
from
about that.
I'm so gonna look around. Like,
London,
I'm so-
yeah.
So apparently Cyberdog is in this. Like, if you go to Camden, Cyberdog is in it,
I'm
which
go-
is the fucking best thing.
Gonna go buy a
biggest throwback.
dildo.
Yep.
Yeah, in the game, just roll into Cyberlog, go down the little escalators.
I'm gonna
go
go
down
to all the
Do
places
you
I've
think
worked.
we could find
dildos.
No,
Dildo.
no.
Oh,
what the
our
fuck's wrong with
office.
you? Yeah, I was gonna say. Do you think we can find where we work?
I'm definitely gonna look.
I'm
We'll
gonna
have a
look.
look, yeah.
I mean,
we don't have a sign or anything, so
Yeah.
No, but we're near a landmark.
we are near a landmark.
So-
it might be, yeah.
could be.
It
It may.
at least
Oh.
the street may be like
Yeah.
there, or
The
a version of
It
the
probably
street.
won't be. It won't be. It won't be
No.
exactly the street. They won't have the chippy down the road.
No, they won't. Vesuvio
What?
ain't gonna be there.
Okay, well, that's just telling people.
Yeah, you just told everyone.
That's just
Well, you don't know exactly.
Bleep,
where.
bleep that out.
that was.
Bleep.
Bleep is where. Oh, I won't be there. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm excited because it's a London-based
Yeah.
game,
Yeah.
which we haven't had for a while.
I said no one sounds like they're from London.
Oh,
No.
I know. It's
No one ever
fucking
does.
annoying. Just get
It's like,
some.
Yeah, what governor? Yeah.
Oh, it's bloody shit, innit? It's like we don't all speak like that.
You fucking dying, mate.
But that's better than what it is in the game.
Like I'm from London. This is how London people sound.
I'm
Oh.
from Birmingham. This is how London people talk.
I'm from Ray Winston's
Yes,
house,
that's sort of thing.
and this is
That's
how Ray
London.
Winston
Everyone
talks.
shouldn't have a mate voice. Everyone should have a different fucking voice. 'Cause
You're
that's
all right,
London.
mate.
Yep.
Yeah, or
Or
I'm just going
fucking
to
hell, mate.
mate,
Fucking
I'm
calm
just to
down,
go
lot.
hack some geezer's car.
Whoa.
Oh, mate, be sick,
That's
innit?
so you, mate.
Oh, mate, my grandma,
fucking hell,
yeah,
right.
she's an assassin, innit?
Yeah, fucking assassin,
It's
mate,
fucking
yeah.
sick, mate.
Oh,
Australian?
Oh my
That's
god.
what it sounds like,
What the
though.
fuck has happened? Oh, my voice has changed. Oh, that was
no,
bad.
it's-
That was really bad.
It
Peter
wasn't as
Jackson.
bad as Sully doing it,
Oh,
or me doing
Oh,
it.
Peter Jackson. You know,
Peter Jackson?
yeah, Peter Jackson.
Muscle
We're
engines.
gonna go shoot.
Oh,
muscle
we've been here
engines.
before.
I
Shoot
know.
muscle
We've been here
engines in
before.
London.
You meant to
and
delete
then
it last.
my dad's an assassin.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's
Anyway, yeah.
that's another one. I'm just gonna fly through a little list and we can kind of
We'll say yay
Hello.
or nay.
yeah. So Gods and Monsters.
Never heard
Any of
of
you
it.
know that one?
Didn't listen.
No, I didn't
So
see that.
it's a game. It's a new Ubisoft game made by the
Fine,
Assassin's
sorry.
Creed Odyssey team,
Oh,
and
okay.
it
Oh
bas-
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it basically looks like Zelda with Greek mythology.
Oh, what?
And
Give me that boy.
Yes. Sally, you need to watch this trailer. 'cause
Let
you-
me fight a Hydra.
So yeah, it's Greek mythology, like monsters, all that kind of shit, in a really beautiful open world. Kind of doesn't look realistic. It looks very kind of cell shaded or like stylistic.
It does look.
Sick.
It looks
does look cool.
fucking pretty,
Sounds
and I'm
awesome.
so in on it.
Is there a
'cause,
release date?
no, not that I know of.
Man,
But
2 years.
Greek mythology.
2
So
years.
I'm any sort of mythology I love. So
Yeah,
I'm in.
Aztec mythology.
Banging.
Actually, yeah, we discussed all the ones on my
Wow,
list.
you are.
Oh really?
Yeah,
are
that was the
not-
last one on my
you are
list.
not
Yeah,
good
it
at
was longer
this.
than
Nice.
Animal Crossing's coming out.
Yeah.
Bit interested.
Fuck, I mean,
I'm sure people
no.
who like Animal Crossing will be happy.
Yeah.
Was there anything like while we got a couple more minutes? Was there anything that you was hoping to see at E3 that you didn't?
I wanted, to be honest, I wanted Sony. I know they weren't there,
Yeah,
but you know their whole like, oh, Sony State of Play.
yeah.
Let's show
I
you,
wanted one of
show you the
those.
upcoming games. I'm like, I think that format is good. I don't like how PlayStation do it.
Yeah.
I prefer how Nintendo do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Well,
I mean
they
they've only
can
done
do it
two
down to
so
a
far,
T.
so they're getting in
True.
their groove. And the
Yeah.
second one was far better than the first.
Okay,
True,
we didn't speak about Bethesda at all.
There's a reason for that, probably. Because
I mean,
fuck them.
Doom
Sorry.
looks cool.
No, I'm sorry that I spoke too quickly.
What-
I
'cause you're-
like
'cause
Bethesda
you're
publishing.
A C word.
I don't.
Ooh.
Cock?
Cat.
Oh.
Cuck?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Well, I mean, you took it there.
Well, I did. Could have said cunt, but I didn't.
Whoa.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, and so
yeah.
Bethesda did their conference, and I'm really, really looking forward to Doom. I love Doom. Love Wolfenstein. Really looking forward to that. The Dishonored guys, they're basically making another game that's just Dishonored, just not with that IP. Fair enough.
Are they? What's it called?
I can't remember what it's called, but
Dishonored, not 3.
not Dishonored 3.
Well, you guys are also missing out the adorable director of Ghostwire.
Oh
Nakamura.
yeah.
She was the highlight of the
oh
world.
yeah, you sent us that picture.
She
And
was
Keanu.
just the most happiest person in the entire world. And
She's
it was
great.
The best.
And Ghostwire looks pretty cool as
Yeah,
well.
Ghostwire looks
interesting.
interesting. It was a CGI trailer, but
Okay.
it looks cool.
Yeah.
And
I
there was
guess
something else.
was Todd Howard came out and was like, "Hey,
Fuck
you know
Todd
that
Howard.
fucking shit game that we made
Todd
that
Howard's a
everyone
dick.
made? We're putting NPCs in it," and everyone, "Woo!" And you're like, so
So you're making the
You-
game.
you're making
While
you're
it's already
gonna
out.
finish making the game is what you're
Yeah.
doing.
The only other thing
Yeah, I'm not a fan of their kind of style.
The only
from
thing
that
I'm
genre.
half interested
Battle
in
Royale.
is Elder Scrolls Blades is
on
coming
Switch.
to the Switch and it's free.
But if you
So
play the
that's
game on
cool.
mobile, it's such a mobile game.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
I mean,
like
the-
you do
yeah.
something and you have to wait for it to build. You do something, you got to wait for it to be
Oh,
done.
really? Ugh. I thought it was just a hack and slash. You walk through and I'm no longer interested.
Yeah, I say hopefully they get rid of some of that for the Switch, especially if they're going to charge for it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's free.
It's free on
Yeah,
Switch.
it's free.
Oh, so you're gonna be it'll be microtransaction filled.
Oh,
You'll
fuck
be,
that then. Oh,
yeah.
I was.
It's a
formally
full on
interested.
mobile game.
You know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for Last of Us 2,
Yes.
Ghost of Tsushima,
Yes.
Sushi.
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding.
It's
There's
an
one more
experience.
that the next Elder Scrolls game.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
next like mainline.
They
not
already
Scrim.
said they're doing Starfield first and then that.
Okay.
So that's
Star-
probably a
and
good
they-
8 years away.
And they didn't. Yeah, they didn't
I'm
speak
fine.
about
I'm
Starfield
cool
at
with
all.
No, they didn't. So
Come
that's
on,
a good bit away.
boys.
They're probably waiting for the next gen to be in the not the middle, but like
No,
good few years.
I
into
think
the
they're waiting
cycle.
for next gen before they
Yeah.
announce
Even
it.
develop.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
they're currently developing with it because
Yeah.
everyone's got dev kits for it at
True,
the
yeah.
moment. So
Oh, yeah.
it's more. I think they're waiting to announce. But next year, I assume we'll already know like the names of Scarlet and Sony's next one by E3 next
PlayStation
year,
5.
PlayStation 5, and we'll get kind of
They
rough
should-
spec from them. We'll get some like first party stuff, and that'll be when like everyone else goes, "This is coming out on the next gen console." And Google Stadia because Stadia's a thing.
They should
Oh,
stick to the
fucking yeah.
I can't even be honest with Stadia.
Stadia
Yeah.
looks shit.
I don't think it looks
apparently
shit.
xCloud's okay.
I think it'll be interesting when it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be sort of thing. So I've heard xCloud works quite well even on a shitty connection.
Yeah.
What the fuck is xCloud? Is it the
It's-
same
it's
as
Microsoft's
Xbox's version of Stadia.
And
Oh,
PlayStation
cool.
said they're going to be working with Microsoft on xCloud.
Slightly,
Not working with, but they're going to be like
So, yeah,
sharing tech.
they're
and-
sharing tech to make sure the streaming gaming future is a good one,
Yeah.
basically.
Now that's what I like to hear.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
I think that's strong.
So so it's basically some super high up people in both companies agreed on that, and no one in PlayStation knew about that. No one in like Xbox knew about that, and they all kind of got super fucking terrified for a hot minute. Until they went, no, we're just being friendly.
We're not merging
Yeah.
because that
yet.
would require the law to get involved.
Yeah, we're just kind of gonna be helping each other out and making sure it's not shit for a
Gamers.
big group of people.
But
Yeah.
that's cool. I mean, for the games we all play, apart from fighting games, so we'll fucking be
Oh,
sick.
fucking please.
No,
Cool.
you can't do really fighting games without if there's any sort of lag.
We can do all single player games, basically.
Yeah, I mean, if they get the lag under control and
Yeah,
the
yeah,
video
yeah,
compression
yeah,
on these
yeah,
things
yeah,
aren't
yeah.
horrible, then yeah.
Yeah.
Because I would rather play something locally and just kind of have a less kind of streamlined experience, so long as it looks better than like something that I'm streaming through and it's nice and easy, but there's compression artifacts all over it.
But do you know what you can stream? You can stream the SlapDuck podcast.
Yeah, you can.
At several places because it's the end of this podcast. We can stream the next one, and you can find us as always on iTunes, SoundCloud, Radio Haver at 6 p.m. GMT on a Tuesday, Stitcher Radio, Spotify, Acast, and yeah,
Anywhere good
podcasts are found. And
Yep.
thank you to the person who drew that cool picture of me
Yeah.
on Instagram.
I saw it. It was
It's
awesome.
and
I
I
totally
totally,
gave him a follow.
I'm totally not making a t-shirt with that. on
No?
it. Oh, I have.
Yeah.
I have. I've done it. I've done it.
If you suddenly walk around with his own face.
Go on Spreadshirt and type SlapDuck podcast, and you can buy it.
Ooh, that was a tiny little
He doesn't
plug.
tell us about any of this shit, does
No, no.
I mean-
it's just nice a surprise at the end
Yeah.
of
I
the
know.
podcast.
It's like,
lovely.
oh,
All right. Well, thank you for listening. We're gonna go play
a game. or something.
Bomberman
No, we're not.
on the
Ooh.
Sega Genesis.
Oh,
God, yeah.
Shenmue 3
Oh yeah.
for another time.
Do. That's the Shenmue music, right?
No, that was Jurassic
Jurassic
Park.
Park.
Do. Are we copyright stricken?
Yeah, because it's very accurate.
Wow, that's racist.
That wasn't very nice, mate.
I'm sorry.
You're a dinosaur, Harry.
Oh, no.